Alright, hello everybody, and welcome to the stream. How's everyone doing? Welcome, welcome. As you can hear, my voice is back. A little bit still, a little hoarse. Not too much. I'm hoping as long as I keep it not too over-exerted or overdoing it, then I should be fine for the next few months throughout the end of the year, where I'm going to be constantly covering new games, edited content for you over on KO Gaming. Lots of stuff going on. So welcome everyone, how you doing? Happy Saturday. Today is Saturday, October 29th, 2016. I'm Darkside Phil. You know what that means. 2 days. 2 days to the big Halloween celebration that's coming up. Excuse me. I'm drinking seltzer water if you can't tell. That's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited. A full day of Halloween-themed content. 4 different horror games on a marathon stream. I'm also going to be in costume, and I have purchased my costume. I actually got it yesterday, and surprisingly enough, waiting was the way to go. Because by waiting to get my costume, I actually found something that's going to work perfectly for the stream. You know, the difficulty I've had selecting a costume for Halloween when I'm going to do a horror marathon stream is that I need to find something that is not going to hinder the stream. For example, if I'm wearing a full facial mask, number one, I probably can't see, and number two, you can't hear me. So what's the point of a commentary gameplay stream if you can't see or hear me? Right? That's kind of the challenges that I found. Last year, I was a Ghostbuster, and that worked out because I didn't have to have my face covered, right? But I was in this full-body jumpsuit, and I was sweating like crazy. It was terrible. I was sweating so badly in this thing during the marathon stream. So this year I got a solution. I think you'll like what I have in store for you on Monday. But anyway, that's Monday. A lot of Halloween themed stuff going on this weekend. I know a lot of people will be attending Halloween parties and the like. Last night, Leanna and I carved our Halloween jack-o'-lantern. It's the first well, first of all, it's the second one we've ever done together. When we first moved here 2 years ago, we did one. Okay, but it's the first one that we've ever done, like a spooky kind of pumpkin. We did more of like a malicious face with fangs and stuff. It was a lot of fun. It was good. Took a little bit of time, but it was fun. We actually vlogged this, and I put this up on the King of Hate Vlogs last night. So if you didn't see it yet, you should check that out. It's a fun video. Not many checked it out because I uploaded it really late, like in the middle of the night, around like I think 11 p.m. or something like that, my time. Which, you know, people aren't used to me uploading vlogs in the middle of the night. So, yeah, there you have it. Please check it out. It's fun. Oh, by the way, it also features our hamster Raisin in a lot of it, which is pretty cute. And, you know, we've been watching Halloween-themed stuff all month. We've been watching The Twilight Zone. We've been watching a lot of Alfred Hitchcock stuff. We've been watching classic Universal horror movies. We watched Friday the 13th movie. We watched a couple other, like, random horror movies that were available of Amazon Prime. We watched Cabaneri and the Iron Fortress anime series. And, we watched American Horror Story Hotel. So we've had a horror-themed month that's been a lot of fun this year. But now it's almost over. As of Monday, after Monday's over, right? After Halloween is over, we hang up the scary stuff for about, a year. And now we head into the holiday push. Oh, God. The Christmas holiday push, right? Alright, so anyway, let me get back on topic. Want to be a little festive there for the intro, but today's gameplay stream is Titanfall 2 for the second day in a row. Again, special thanks to Forrest, who donated this game for me to check it out. Okay, so today we're going to be finishing the campaign. The campaign apparently is only about 4 to 5 hours long tops, and I already played it for 3 hours yesterday. In fact, if you were paying attention to yesterday's stream, you would have noticed there's only 2 loadouts left to find for my Titan, which means I'm near the end of the game. There's basically 2 new weapon loadouts left, and that's it. So I would estimate maybe an hour, maybe a little longer than that, until I finish the campaign of the game. And then I'm going to be checking out multiplayer, which I'm excited for. I actually liked the multiplayer of the beta of this game. Or was it the pre-alpha? Whatever it was a couple months ago I played it. I was actually quite good at it. I was usually ranked near the top of my team. But that being said, I also wasn't blown away by it. I thought that it was kind of blasé and it wasn't super interesting. It was more just kind of the same deal. So I am interested to firsthand check out Titanfall 2 here and see exactly, you know, what the multiplayer is like in the full retail version of the game. So that's going to be today's goal, all right? Later tonight, I'm going to be working on my Battlefield 1 review. Now, I'd like to release it tonight, but I can't promise you that I will because I have not had a chance to work on it at all yet because I was sick the other day. I had no voice. And not having a voice, I couldn't do any of the voiceovers. I couldn't do anything for it, so it kind of sucked. Tonight, I'm going to really hunker down and try to do this whole review, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to. I do have the ability to go a little bit later tonight to work on it, so we'll see. But I hope to have my Battlefield 1 review live on KO Gaming possibly later tonight. I'll let you know on Twitter how that goes, okay? Tomorrow, there will be a gameplay stream. I'm not exactly sure what it's going to be, but right now I'm kind of feeling more Dragon Ball because I've now been away for it for a couple of days. And I do want to get back into it. I don't want to stay away from Dragon Ball too long. And I've already, on Thursday, I played Battlefield. And now for 2 days, I'm playing Titanfall. I think I want to get back into Dragon Ball to advance that game. Okay? So that's probably going to be tomorrow. And tomorrow night, of course, I'll do the weekend preview. I'll do a formal update on everything going on with my business. Because a lot of people are now interested in what happened in the past week. Monday is the Halloween Marathon, starting at noon Pacific time. It'll run around 7 to 7.5 hours, okay? 4 different games, including Layers of Fear, Condemned Criminal Origins, Dino Crisis, and Spooky's House of Jump Scares, which apparently is not called that anymore. I'll have to look it up and see what it's called. It's like Spooky's Haunted Mansion or something like that. So that'll be a fun day of 4 different games, right? And, yeah, and then Tuesday, it's back to business as usual. Meaning there's probably going to be multiple gameplay streams for a couple days until I finish up something and I can review it. So probably what I'll try to do is pair in a few multiple gameplay streams of things like Titanfall 2 and you know, Dragon Ball. And I do this week, I 100% this week want to get back to the PlayStation VR for a few things that I just have not had a chance to get back to. But at the same time, you know, there's so much other stuff going on. For example, the final episode of Hitman is coming out on Monday. So maybe the way I'll do it is maybe balance, like, Hitman and Titanfall on Tuesday. Maybe I'll do more Dragon Ball and either Titanfall or work on my Titanfall 2 review on Wednesday. I've had, actually, apparently 2 people who said they're interested in donating Infinite Warfare to me to play it. But I haven't gotten any specifics yet. If ever you want to be interested in donating something to me, okay, do not just do it. Because there are some people who, they just send me stuff or they'll email me with like, oh, here's a code, play this game. Don't do that. What you should do if you're ever interested in donating to me, email me at darksidefil@hotmail.com and explain the situation, explain what you're interested in donating, and I will respond to you, okay? Because the bottom line is there's people who have been sending me some stuff and I'm like, I had no plans on playing this. So please don't send this to me. You know, I'm not interested in it. And I don't want people, I honestly don't want people kind of wasting their time and money on stuff that maybe I just had no intentions of ever playing to begin with, okay? So anyway, this week's going to be a crazy one coming up. A wide variety of content, finishing stuff up, reviewing stuff. It's going to be a lot, okay? So I hope that you'll be around all this week coming up for the end of October and early November. In particular, I really feel that the Horror Marathon this week is going to be great. I'm really looking forward to it. Like, more so than last year, because last year it was just one game. To play 4 different games in one day is going to be awesome. So, it's going to be great. So, I'm looking forward. I hope you can be here on Monday. If not, definitely the videos on YouTube. You're going to want to check them out. Alright? So, outside of all that, I got 2 things to talk about. The first quick thing, I want to give everyone a small status update on the business and everything that's going on. Number 1, views remain about the same. So my views have not gone up. I was hoping they would have, especially with the kind of bad information I gave you last week. If you remember last weekend, I revealed that views are pretty much stagnant on DSPGaming. I don't know why, because typically this time of year, my views always skyrocket with the new games at the end of the year. Now, it could very much have to do with the fact that my videos don't show up in YouTube search anymore, which is 100% true. I've noticed that the few videos of mine from DSPGaming that did show up in YouTube search this year were huge. For example, and you can check me on this, Doom, when I played the multiplayer of Doom much earlier this year, not the multiplayer, excuse me, the multiplayer beta of Doom, and I believe that was at late April, there was a multiplayer beta released, okay? I played it as soon as it was released. So as soon as I heard it was live, I played it that night. I was one of the first people to put up any footage of the Doom multiplayer beta on YouTube, and my videos got ridiculous views. My first video got 50,000 plus views, okay? But if you look at my other videos, they don't show up in YouTube search like that anymore. They just don't, because of what happened last year with the false copyright strikes against my channel, and my channel dropping insanely low in the YouTube rankings. Yeah. I don't know. I kind of shrug, and I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on. So I can't. I'm not getting that natural, that organic inflow of views that I get later on in the year. Usually, I'm not getting. Okay. So it kind of sucks. This past week, I've been kind of, continuing on with stuff. Like I started Dragon Ball, and that's doing kind of playing Titanfall. I have no idea because I just started playing Titanfall, so I have no idea how this is gonna do. Batman, I did episode 3. That was kind of You know what I mean? It wasn't amazing, but it certainly wasn't terrible. They're all kind of like kind of middle of the road. You know what I mean? So things are kind of the same when it comes to that. But I have noticed that ad revenue has gone up, and I actually asked Leanna this week, my girlfriend, because she watches YouTube videos. She watches all kinds of YouTube videos. She watches all kinds of wrestling-related videos. She watches, oh, God, I'm not even going to get into comedy, all kinds of stuff, okay? And I asked her, I said, this week, as you've been watching YouTube videos, have you noticed anything different? And she said, yeah. In fact, a lot of new ads, pretty much all new ads. Like, the ads that are on YouTube now are not the old ones that have been running for months. It's a new slew of ads, and a lot more ads. And I said, you know what? I think what happened is we're now entering the 2-month period. It usually runs from late October till just before Christmas, okay? 2 months of incredibly heavy advertising on YouTube. And this is the blitz, the media blitz, the big advertisement blitz. Every video you watch is going to have ridiculous ads for a million things for Christmas and everything at the end of the year, right? So, because of that, ad revenues are going to be up. And I think what's happened is ad revenues are going up right now. Because if I actually take a look at my income for this week, it went up a little bit. It hasn't been the same stagnant. It's actually increased a little bit. But when I compare that with my views didn't really go up. So what that means is there's just more profit right now to be made. So the good news is, for the next 2 months, hopefully, okay, as I plug away at all the new releases coming out, of which there's a bunch coming up shortly, as I review all these new releases for a channel like KO Gaming, right, ad revenue should be at an all-time high. And so I'm hoping with this big push towards the end of the year through all these new releases and also my year-end stuff that's coming up. Keep in mind, I do my year-end series, the best games, the worst games, the funniest moments, all that stuff I think should get a lot of attention for KO Gaming at the end of the year. I'm hoping for the best. I'm hoping for a big push. And the best case scenario, all right, honestly, the best case scenario for me would be this. The next 2 months, I make some extra money, okay? And it helps me early on next year when things are going to slow down with the ad revenue. But because I'm constantly covering all these new releases and I'm getting a new audience in KO Gaming, I retain that viewership for next year. Because if you're not aware, early 2017 is one of the busiest times ever in gaming. So many games kind of got delayed or pushed or just happened to coming out in the early months of 2017, that it's going to be insane. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to cover everything. I might actually have to just skip some major releases because there's so many coming out early next year. And that's good. If I could take this momentum from the end of this year and push it into early next year and keep moving like that, that would be amazing. But the bottom line is, I don't know if that's going to happen. I don't know what's going on anymore. I can't seem to control my viewership. I just don't get it. So, we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll play it by ear. But I do want to say this, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you to everyone who did pledge to my Patreon this month. This month looks like it's going to be the highest Patreon I've ever had. As in, the most amount of people pledged, as well as the most amount of fundraising that I've ever done since I even launched it. It looks like it's actually going to surpass that first month that I ever did Patreon. I'm actually going to top that. Okay? So that's awesome. That's really freaking awesome. And thank you to everyone who did pledge. Okay, I hope that you'll retain your pledges. At the very least, if you did a big pledge for this month to help out, I hope that you'll... excuse me. That you'll remain an ongoing pledgee, patron of mine, but that you'll do like a low amount. Like I've said, $1 a month or $5 a month. Those are honestly the best perks, and they help out a lot, and they're not expensive to you. Okay? Now, I will say this. Alright? Even though we've hit the monthly goal for this month, and it looks like we are doing the Indies Mini Marathon in November, please, if you can contribute, please do. This is the time I really need your support. I'm nervous about being able to do this as a job in the future. Okay? I really am. So please, if you can, please pledge. Patreon.com/DarksidePhil. As little as $1 a month helps me tremendously. If 10% of the people who watch my stuff pledged $1 a month, I would not have to worry about YouTube views or ad revenues or any of this. You'll never hear this ever again. But I need to get to that level, and I'm not, okay? So, there you have it. That's what's going on. Positivity. Good stuff. Oh, by the way, if you do want to pledge to my Patreon for this month so you can get in on next month's perks, alright? You need to pledge by the end of Monday. And so I'm hoping, what I'm really hoping is, a lot of people will come for the horror marathon on Monday and be like, wow, this is really awesome. I want to pledge to Phil because this is an amazing event and I want to see him keep doing fun stuff like this. So we'll see. We'll see how Monday goes, okay? And excuse me, because obviously you can hear in my throat, it's still some of the leftover from me losing my voice a couple days ago. Alright. So... enough of that, everybody. Very quickly, I just have some quick plugs to run through, and then we're going to get started. Alright, so number one, Loot Crate. If you check out the description of any of my videos or streams, you will find a referral link and a discount code to Loot Crate. If you use that link and that code on any new Loot Crate subscription, you'll save 10%. That is an unlimited code, meaning as many subscriptions as you get, you could keep saving 10% as long as you use that referral link and then the referral code. So people ask, can you just use the code? The answer is no. You need to use the link and the code, or else apparently it doesn't work. Obviously, I get a little bit of credit for that, so that's why I'm advertising it. But it helps you if you're interested in Loot Crate. And by the way, coming up shortly, I'll be unboxing both a Loot Gaming Crate and an exclusive new Loot Crate that Loot Crate just started. And I'm actually getting an advanced one of this to advertise it, to show everyone what it is. And I'm stoked because of what it is. I'm not going to spoil what it is. It's supposed to be really good. So I'm very excited for this. And I can't wait to show this off to you guys when I get it in probably about a week or two. I'm actually being told that it's going to ship shortly and I should get it in around early to mid-November. So that's cool. So yeah, Loot Crate. Please use that discount code. I get a little bit of a referral credit for it. Twitter, @ they call me DSP. Don't really say too much about that. It's been a great experience tweeting with all of you and talking back and forth with you. And the social experience that I'm getting with my viewers is a lot better than it's ever been before. Daily schedule updates. I put polls up there all the time for games I'm going to play. It's a lot of interaction and a lot of fun stuff. And it's not a Twitter that I spam every 5 seconds with stupid shit, and I don't shit post. So follow me on Twitter. KO Gaming is my channel where I do edited content, including high-quality game reviews. Please check that out, youtube.com/KOGaming1. Tonight, I'm hoping to possibly release my Battlefield 1 review. This coming week, I'm going to be reviewing Titanfall 2, and possibly Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, and a few other things. We'll see. Alright, also, Patreon at patreon.com/DarksidePhil. I've mentioned it enough. I'm certainly not going to mention it again, okay? Alright, and then, finally, last but certainly not least, the Black Current, ladies and gentlemen. Etsy.com/shop/the Black Current. This is my girlfriend Leanna's business. She sells handmade glycerin soaps and wax tart melts, and she has a big Halloween sale that just started. If you were planning on maybe looking for a unique gift for friends or a loved one, a family member, coming up for the holidays, right? Maybe you would like some nice, high-quality scented soaps. Or how about some wax tart melts that you can melt and make your place smell great, right? Very high-quality stuff, good stuff. And she has actually just recently shipped many orders worldwide. She does ship internationally. I think one of them that she's shipping to is actually Norway or something like that. And it's a big order, which is awesome. So, there's a sale going on right now. If you use the code SPOOKY20, SPOOKY20, you can save 20% on any order of $10 or more. Okay, and that's unlimited. Like, if you spend $100, you will save $20 using that code. So it's a big discount, depending on how much you spend. Okay, that discount is only good through Halloween. So you have to use that code SPOOKY20 at checkout to save 20% on any order of $10 or more through Halloween. So you got today, tomorrow, and Monday. That's it. Okay? And don't take my word for it that the stuff is good. I strongly urge you to go over to the website yourself and check it out, because she's got hundreds of orders over the past year and a half that she's had this business open, and nothing but positive feedback, and I don't even exaggerate. Go check it out for yourself and you'll see all the positive feedback that she's gotten. Alright, everybody. That is it. That is it. It is time to start with the stream. Titanfall 2 campaign conclusion. Some multiplayer. Should be good. Thanks a lot, everyone, for being patient during the pre-stream. Let us begin Titanfall 2.